Hi snooker fans, Curtis Brayfoot here for QSports.club. I'm sat with two-time ranking event finalist and current world number 36, Mark King. How you doing, K-Dog?
Yeah, all good in the hood, mate.
Good stuff, mate. Now, Mark, tell us, how did it start in the beginning, mate?
Oh my God, I didn't really like snooker, but my brother, 6 years older than me, used to go up the snooker club every single day, Romford, Louisiana, where Steve Davis started. And then I basically went up there one night with him, enjoyed it, and be honest, never looked back since.
Good stuff. And to date, who's had the most influence on your career?
Most influence? Oh my God, couldn't tell you. Not something I don't know. I ain't got a clue.
All right, mate. You're a former top 16 player, and you've had a fair bit of success in your career. But what are your goals for the coming season?
Definitely to win a ranking event. Never won one in my career. Been to 2 finals. Obviously last year semi-finals at the Paul Hampton Classic, should have got to the final, disappointment, but listen, grafting hard and want to crack on.
Okay, pal, now there's loads of great cue makers out there, mate, but what cue do you currently use?
Mr. John Paris.
Mr. JP himself?
Yeah.
And what tip do you use?
I use a Titan, which are currently now out of stock. So give it a couple of stretch, and I'll be looking for some brick somewhere because they're hard and good, but just good for me.
Quality stuff now. Now you're an experienced pro, been on the tour for years, mate. Played hundreds and hundreds of matches, but what's your most memorable match in your career to date?
It's probably got to be playing Jimmy at the Conference Centre at Wembley. First time I played there, he was a wild card. And I won 6-5 on the pink. All my family and friends were there. That's probably got to be one of the most memorable ones for me.
Now, sorry to ask you this one, Park. It's a bit of a sore one, but what's your most painful defeat?
Painful defeat? To be honest with you, I suppose when I lost to John Higgins in the semi-finals of the Welsh Open, the year after I got to the final, I think it was 98, 4-1 up, lost 6-5, and I think I cried all the way home. But yeah, that was probably one of the sorest ones.
Nothing wrong with a bit of emotion, mate.
Yeah.
Right, now, Mark, there's a lot of tough and hardened match players on the tour. Who would you say is the toughest to beat?
The toughest? I think Selby, really. I think Selby, you've got to scrape him off the table. He takes 20 minutes to play one shot. Just does me brain in. No, listen, he's a great player. Listen, 2-time world champion. I think he's got to be one of the toughest, definitely.
All right, partner, you've had highs and lows in your career, but tell us your best personal achievement in snooker to date.
Best personal achievement? I think really just coming back all the time. I think obviously you go through seasons where things are really tough, losing lots of matches, losing lots of final frames, and I think my mental part of my game is probably one of the best. And obviously just fighting, just keep fighting, just keep coming back each season. I'm 40, I don't even know how old I am now, 42. I had to think then, and I still think I'm 21, you know what I mean? And it's just one of them things where I think, coming back every season and still fighting, still putting the hours in, and, I love seeing all the youngsters coming through. It just reminds me of obviously when I was here, when I had a fringe and that sort of stuff. Yeah, when I used to do that with my curtains and have my little ponytail at the back and all that. But no, it's good. I love it.
Quality stuff, mate. Now, I always see you laughing and joking and pulling pranks on people on the tour, mate, but who would you say is your best friend on tour?
Best friend? Oh, I don't think I've got one. I haven't really got a best friend. I think I've got a lot of really good associates, I think. I don't hang around with certain people. I get on with everyone. I hang around with the Welsh lads, sometimes the Irish lads, Scottish lads, the Thai lads, Chinese lads. I think I'm just one of them people that I'm pretty bubbly. I'll get on with everyone. I don't dislike anyone. And what you see is what you get. If you don't like me, I don't really care. That's the way I am.
No, that's good, mate. Now, Mark, I know you're quite into your fitness and that. You told me about your Insanity DVDs that you follow and all that, mate, which is good stuff. But what's your favourite food, mate? My
favourite food? I think it's got to be Chinese. Can't beat, bit of egg fried rice, sweet and sour chicken. Just pretty plain stuff.
Good stuff. And your favourite drink?
Favourite drink? Cold can of Coke. I don't drink any alcohol. Don't really know why. I never really enjoyed it. I just love a cold can of Coke. Not good for you, but I love it.
Good stuff, mate. Now, you've played at all the venues on tour, in Europe and abroad, but what's your favourite venue to play at?
I think obviously the Crucible. I don't think there's any other place like that. It's so small, the crowd is so, on you can hear like, people tutting and clicking and, bags and that sort of sweets opening. It's a very daunting place. If you've never played there, it's tough because you can play absolute dog shit there and, I don't know, am I allowed to say shit?
No, it's alright, mate.
No.
Crack on. Yeah, you don't. You're fine.
You can play crap there and literally it's the worst nightmare in the world. But if you play well, it's an unbelievable place to play.
Yeah, good stuff. Now, Mark, you're a devoted family man, mate, and it must be hard with all these tournaments week in, week out to actually get a chance to relax.
Yeah.
But when you finally do, where do you like to relax away from snooker?
Listen, just at home really. I just love being at home, and nice thing I think is I've been with my missus a long time. We get on unbelievably well. And when my cue goes away, it's I can't wait to get home and spend time with the kids and that. My daughter's just leaving school. My son's, he likes a bit of football. My daughter, she's 6, and I just like being at home with them. We go out for meals and that, take the dogs out, that sort of stuff, and really just spend as much time as I can with them. I don't really go out, clubbing or anything like that. A bit too old for that. But I just like spending time at home.
Good stuff, pal. Now, Mark, what's your favourite music to listen to?
Favourite music? Oh my God, a bit of everything. If you look at my phone now, I'll show you what I've got on it at the minute. A little playlist. Right, this is my playlist. It starts with Pillow Talk, 8 Mile rap battles at the end. Yeah. Right, Notorious B.I.G. Juicy. Right, Bruce Hornsby, The Way It Is, Tupac. Right, Fifth Harmony. Can't Stop the Feeling, Justin Timberlake, Daniel Bedingfield, and Ironic. That's my sort of bit of everything. I love a bit of R&B. I love a bit of gangster hip hop, all that sort of stuff. But I like any music apart from heavy, like when you can't understand the word they're saying. That whole shit.
Absolutely, man. It's a smooth collection you got there, pal. Yeah, I like that. Now, Mark, who was your sporting hero when you were growing up?
Oh, sporting hero, probably it's got to be Alex Higgins, I suppose. I used to love watching him play. Didn't know what he was going to do. And when he used to play like Davis, even though like Davis was from Romford as well, like myself, I used to love watching Higgins beat him. Even though it weren't a lot, I just loved the way he was and the way he played, and he was so charismatic, and I just loved watching him play. Just to show him the way it ended up.
Absolutely, mate. All right, Mark, last question, mate. If you could run world snooker, what changes would you make and why?
I'd make whoever was 36 in the world just put $1 million in their account to start the season. No, listen, I've been a pro a long time. I think we should be on a wage. When you go to the bank and say, or want to go and get a remortgage, and they say, what are you going to earn next year? And you say, well, I'll let you know in a couple of months. If I'm playing well, then it could be a few grand. If I'm playing crap, then it'll be nothing. So we should be on a wage. Less players should definitely go to the Far East. You win one game, say in the World Open today, you're on £4,000. They take their tax out of it, take the flight out. You win a bowl of rice and a Kit Kat. You know what I mean? Which is a liberty. So maybe 2 matches to the overseas tournaments. Go back to Riley's because they were more consistent in the way the star play. And just really listen to what the players have got to say rather than, no disrespect to Barry. Barry's a great person, a great businessman, but he ain't really too fussed about what we think. He's more worried about, money and that sort of stuff. And I think maybe we should take more in consideration that we've all got families and we all want to earn a crust as well as anyone else.
Absolutely, fully agree with you, Mark. Look, mate, it's been excellent talking to you, pal, and all of us at Q Sports Club really want to wish you the very, very best for the coming season, mate.
Cheers, guys. Thanks a lot.
Cheers, mate.